Hi, I'm Sean Canning, Principal Architect of 1070 Architecture, and you're here at one of my favorite projects, the Crest Residence. Originally, the clients came to me through a general contractor, MMD Construction, who we work with pretty frequently. And the clients wanted me to redesign an existing home on this lot, which had a unique view towards Mission Bay, towards the west and southwest. So as part of the remodel, we were required to keep 50% of the exterior walls. Otherwise, the project would have gotten classified as new construction, and that would have been a much more convoluted permitting process. And as part of that, we basically kept this exterior wall and this middle wall here, which was an exterior wall at the time, and we added this third wall here. And then through studying the design in our schematic design phase, we realized if we just offset the walls slightly, we could capitalize on the due west view, but also the southwest view, which was almost more important than the west view. So the concept, or what we would call the partie of the project, became about these offsetting walls to capitalize on that view. As we were going through our design phase, we realized we wanted to replicate that partie concept into smaller components of the project. It's most noticeable on the cabinet poles in the kitchen. Also, you'll notice in all of the doors, there's 3 lines carved in those doors, which are representative of the 3 walls. And then in the living room, there's a shelving system, which represents those 3 lines. All of the door systems are 4 foot wide, and on the stucco, you're gonna see reveals at 4 foot width. So the panels of the stucco are meant to match the width of the doors. We actually took that one step further, and even the cabinetry is designed with this 4 foot interval. So we were successful in the fact that we took the macro concept and replicated that in the smaller details. Modern architecture is all about form follows function. I would say this home is a perfect example of modernism because the way the home looks is an exact representation of how the home is supposed to function. The form of this building is specifically addressing the function of getting this view, creating these interior-exterior spaces, and all of them having a perspective onto Mission Bay, which is true modern architecture. The home is designed to be very demure in the front. Originally, the first idea was to have a full perspective of this view from when you entered the front door. As we went through the design phases, we realized that it would be more appropriate to slowly reveal that view. This adds to the unexpected experience you get as you progress through the home. The expectations are set very low, and then as you progress through the home, the view is revealed to you and the full extent of the design is realized. In the front, you'll also notice that there's a large sliding gate. This was done to create a cool feature, but also to meet the client's needs of high privacy. There's 2 bedrooms which are positioned on the ground floor in the front, and they share a small courtyard space, and that courtyard is concealed by the sliding large gate in the front. So if you wanted less privacy, you could open the gate, and if you want more privacy, you can keep that gate closed. One of the biggest challenges of designing on the West Coast is what I call the California paradox. All of the great views are west and southwest, but that's where the worst solar orientation comes from. So it always becomes a challenge of how to get this great view, but also shade from the harsh sun. One of the strategies that we've used here is we've cantilevered the second floor over the first floor. So today, it's probably 3 p.m. right now, and I'm standing in shade right next to the 10-foot tall door system. One of the coolest features of this home is the way it transitions from inside to outside. And this is one of our biggest requests as architects in San Diego, is to find ways to make that transition as seamless as possible. So it's pretty clear how we did this on the ground floor. These large 10-foot tall retractable door systems, they occur on 2 different locations on the ground floor, with the kitchen opening up to this patio by the pool and the living room open up to the patio by the backyard. But we also did this on the second floor, and the master suite has giant doors which open onto a large balcony, which of course also overlook the view of Mission Bay. So when it came time to design the pool, this was actually the first pool that 1070 Architecture ever designed. So the way we handled this is we worked with the clients to create the ideal use of the pool, which involved being able to swim laps, but also have the hot tub, and also have the little Baja bench area so that the kids can wade into the pool. The pool has a very dark color, which is atypical to most pools you would see. Any great project, you really need three components. You need a good architect, you need a good general contractor, but most importantly, you really need a good client who's open to ideas that are going to be brought to the table. So through the design process, we worked with the homeowners and we took their ideas into account and tried to recommend our own design ideas. And the design ended up being sort of a combination of both of those ideas. The client was saying how when they have a party here, there's about 5 or 6 different breakout areas where their guests tend to congregate. So sometimes it'll be here at the kitchen island, sometimes it'll be in the living room or the dining room, and other times it'll be out here by the pool or in the backyard. And they just really love the way they're able to use this space to entertain with their guests.